This video will demonstrate how to do the hem stitch. Hem, H-E-M. You'll need one piece of muslin, your snips, a threaded needle, and some pins. For this one, you're going to take your one piece of muslin, and as we've done a few times, give a small fold, 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. Press that down with an iron. Remember, that's always available to you in the costume shop if you don't have one at home. Then I want you to make another big fold, a little bigger than the last one, so your piece will look like this. All right. Then for this one, you can pin however you'd like. You can cross pin, or you can pin parallel to the line we'll be stitching. We're going to be sewing this part to here. If you imagine, this is like the bottom of a pair of pants. When the pant leg comes down and you have to turn it to the inside and then sew it up. That's how pants are finished off. That's a hem. That's what we're going to be sewing in this example. I'm going to pin along this way for this one. You can pin however you'd like. Now we're ready to go. This one is similar to the slip stitch that we did earlier, but I think you'll find it easier. Lucky you. So, with your folded bit at the top, open up that hem and put your needle inside. I want you to come just kind of right through the edge of the fold. And pull that down until the knot hits the back of the fabric. All right, now with the hem stitch, your stitches will be visible from the outside of the garment, so you want to try to keep them discreet and nice. So the part that you're sewing through here will be visible. So try not to make it too big. We said again and again, take a tiny bite. It's the same thing here. I want you to take a fiber or two, get that thread out of the way so you can see, right under that fold, like that. And you just go straight up and into the fold. And you pull that down. That's your first stitch. Then you move over about a 1/2 inch. Tiny little bite in the back fabric. Just a yarn or two, right up into that fold, and you come out. See how it makes that little line? Move on down about a 1/2 inch. Tiny little bite, tiny, up through the fold. Come on over. Tiny bite, up through the fold. You see, you get these little zigzags. It's like cut over, up, cut over, up, cut over. And this is how you do it. Tiny bite, up through the fold. Tiny bite, up through the fold. Now, check and see how your hem looks on the outside. Oh, that's very discreet. If that wasn't a matching thread color, I'd hardly see it. You'll see these little vertical lines, depending on how big the bite you're taking is. I want you to continue to do that all the way across. Tiny bite, up through the fold. Tiny bite, up through the fold. You can say this to yourself if it helps. It's one of the reasons I speak all these things out loud in y'all's ears. Tiny bite, up through the fold. And we're just hemming along. You'll continue this all the way to the end, but when you're ready to finish off, this is how you can do it. You'll take your tiny bite, you'll go up through the fold, and you pull your thread down. And then while you're up here in this fold that nobody's gonna see from the outside, make your knot. Take that bite right at the base of the thread, pull that down to the tiny loop, and put your needle through. There's your knot. And do one more just for fun. And by fun, I mean security. There's that. Oh, tiny loop, needle through the loop, Tighten it down, trim it off, and pull your pins out. There's your hem. Look at that. That's the hem stitch.